What's up, guys? Welcome, guys, in the TikTok and the XRP, TikTok and the YouTube. Let's see, just trying to make sure the stream is working. Market sold off bad in crypto too. I mean, that was rough today looking at some of these things. We're going to go over them. We're going to break down some of these for you guys so you guys can see. But just a wild day in the markets. This is why you save your cash so you can buy these dips because it is beautiful. Look at that rejection on Amazon selling off from 228. That was a massive rejection. Pretty wild how that happened like that. Let me just see. I'm just mentioning the Watt that we're live streaming. Got to break down some of these levels because there's some things that were just mind-blowing to see. Now it's pretty obvious looking at it. I mean, we definitely have some opportunities here, and that's why I want to make this live stream so we can kind of take a peek. Let me just do a few things as we set up on the YouTube channel, the live stream. He's charting his SPLG. We got a member in the WAP. If you don't see him on TikTok, he's on the YouTube channel messaging, and he's charting his SPLG, aka S&P 500. This is really sold off. Really sold off big time. Looking at them, pretty brutal day. And this is what you want. I mean, this is what we've been waiting for. We knew that the September October pullback would happen, and when you look at the grand scheme of things, it's not even a big pullback. I mean, this is the S&P 500, and everybody's freaking out. I hope we get more downside. $79 to here. It's only 3% pullback, 3.5 in the market. Not that big of a pullback in the overall grand scheme of things. Just got to keep adding. Keep buying dips. Buy when it's red. I mean, you look at the SPY, went from 673 down to 653. It sounds like a big market dip, but it's really not that bad overall. We made $2,000 day trading Amazon today. We're up 106K on the year. It's only down by 3%. Not a big deal. But what I love seeing is this is where you start to get opportunities. I mean, look at Tesla today. Tesla is down from 443 all the way down. How many points is that? To 408. I mean, it's almost 40 points. It's crazy. Almost 40 points, 35 points it went down. So we definitely have opportunities here, and we need to pay attention to this. And I know you guys keep seeing videos that I keep making on Amazon, but this is a no-brainer. This stock, we got earnings coming up. We got a big day. We got a big day coming in soon. Amazon rocking it. And I'm loving it because this is what we need. You see that Amazon rejection here, pulling here around the 216, bounced off that 210. Now let's do some work here. Let's do a little research. Look at the 3 months. Look at this. The bounce is all calculated. Here's $211 in Amazon. Where is it bouncing off of? You can see it right here. It cuts all the way through on the 3 month. It cuts all the way to right here. So you can see where these bounces are coming. This is why I like trading big caps. So now that we zoomed in on that, we established that. We're getting a move here. We got to be dip buyers here. We're going to swing trade this back. We got earnings on Amazon coming up in like 20 days. Hopefully we get a little more downside. Be patient with your cash. But this is what we're looking for here. I'm looking for a big move on Amazon, and think about it. Before earnings, It was $239 per share. We get that extra pullback, which would be a beautiful. Let me just bring up this trend line real quick. 240 down, even to 210 right now. It's 11% down before earnings. If we can get a further deeper pullback, hopefully to 200, be down 15% going into earnings. I mean, this is going to be easy money scalping. It's kind of how I feel about Amazon right now. Amazon is an awesome company. Obviously, everybody knows they're great. This would definitely be a potential move here. So we just got to keep our eye on the prize here with this. I want to go over BMNR. That's a request from one of our WAP members who joined. And we always review their requests first. They're paying members. They support the Trading Simplified. I appreciate you guys. Looking at BMNR, you can see here, I mean, we're at what? $56 rejection here. Now we're selling off. Now, am I a buyer at $51? No. I'm waiting for $40 per share. I want to see, looking at BMNR, this is really the trading zone that you were looking at. Let me make this much bigger. When you were looking at BMNR, we are trading in this zone right here. The low is right here at $40 per share. I want to see that. Definitely want to catch on to that. It went as low as $47 today, which is incredible. And just keep an eye on it for now. $50 breaks, that's fine, no problem. Besides Amazon, Tesla selling off as well. And it's another stock I wanted to bring up because we know 414. If you follow my channel, you know 414 was a support level. That clearly broke. Now, where's the next obvious level that everybody can see on their charts? $370 is the obvious level for Tesla. Look at this, bring up the 6-month chart. We have support here. Boom, 350 to 360. Rejection, rejection, rejection. Blasts up. What does it do from 48? It eventually retests 370. It breaks, and this is how you know this is a level right here. It breaks this level right here. Rejection here, rejection here. Now, what we're looking for here, another rejection around this 366 to 370. What do you think is going to happen when Tesla goes there? It's going to get a pop. It's going to get a little support action. Nice little scalp is what I'll be looking for. So looking at that, what I'm doing is we are waiting for Tesla. Let's wait for a move here. Hopefully 400 breaks. I would love that. Let's get some more weakness while US, China over the tariff talk. Bring some uncertainty in there and look for that move. So we're just going to have to just pay attention on what's going on here. Because, I mean, even looking at the 1-year chart, the RSI on Tesla is still 50. So we're still overbought at this point. Let's be patient. At 370, I'm holding shares down at 220. I'm going to be looking to add if we get down to 370. You just got to you got to wait for your entries, to get in like a sniper. Looking at Oracle stock pulled back. We got this move here up to 345 on that BS. They're putting all this money into AI. Blasts up from 260 up to 345, which is BS. And then boom, here we go. We're pulling back to 290. Looking for this move to pull back even further on them. I want to see a pullback on Oracle to 260 again is really where I want to see them. AMD was a stock. I almost bought them today at 220, and then I almost bought them again at $215. That was the low, but I decided to buy Amazon instead, and it paid off. It paid off buying Amazon. We made 2K on them. But the thing is, looking at AMD, offering opportunities here, this company, looking at this, very impressive what the CEO is doing. She really is making moves, which is amazing. I want to see a retest of this 203 range. If we can get this 203 range, I'll be looking to scalp some shares off of that, which would be interesting. And what's interesting, I'm trying to use Webull to bring up the charts on XRP and stuff, but it looks like I'm gonna have to move my Robinhood over account on this screen because it's really just for some reason not showing them. I just want to show you guys some of this really quick. Let me just make sure that none of this is showing. Perfect. Okay, good. So we're gonna go into Robinhood Legend, and I'm gonna move you over onto this so you can see. So let's take a look here. Let's look at XRP and ETH and all them, because there was like a flash crash with this crypto. So scooped up some shares, not enough to justify. I should have put honestly so much more money into it, but it's okay. We just weren't really prepared. I didn't really know what was happening when it was just selling off that fast, which is pretty wild. So let's see here. Let's get this up. Let's make this much bigger. Look, this is using Robinhood, guys. So you can see here, let me move this over so you can see the prices. I didn't realize. So here, let me just move this over. There you go. So you can see here, this is XRP we're talking about right here. XRP had a massive sell-off. Massive sell-off. I picked up a few shares, but not enough. And just looking at this, it sold all the way off down to 1.57. I mean, that's insane. And just look at that return on your investment if you were able to get that. 1.7 blasted up to 2.79. This is why I can see why people love trading crypto. I mean, look how volatile this is on the crypto. It's pretty wild how fast it moved. So good stuff. Love seeing that. Appreciate you guys hitting the like button on the TikTok. Definitely appreciate that, guys. Anyways, going back into it. XRP pulled back. Now it is trading flat around 240. These levels will get retested. There's no doubt about it. Looking at this. So let's be cautious. Let's wait for a pullback. If I can get down to 1/8, I'll definitely be interested in buying them. And then looking at ETH as well, as XRP and ETH are big in my crypto portfolio. So we had a nice pullback all the way down to 3,400. It's just crazy to see that. That was all within 1,700. That was all within 10 minutes. 10 minutes. It goes from 4,000 to 3,400. It just shows you, it's like you climbing upstairs for a long position and then it quickly just pulls back. So amazing how fast it could just continue. What I'm watching also is Solana. Solana's offering opportunities, 189. I like seeing this as well. 189 has been pulling back as well, big time. So Solana, definitely interested in that position as well. Coinbase, we'll go over that on Webull. Let's do Webull. So I'm using it's a lot cleaner looking on versus Robinhood. So you can see here, let's move this over for you guys. There you go. Guys, Coinbase, I mean, look at this. Holy shenanigans. $400 per share, 402, all the way down to 336 at one point. Let me just bring this up on the 5 day so you guys can see it. It's pretty wild. You had a 402 movement all the way down to 336, 16% drawdown on that. Pretty crazy how quick that can go. Yeah, options was the way to go today. I mean, even a 0 day expiration would have made you like $2,000 on a $200 play, which is incredible. So there's definitely a lot of opportunities there. I still think we got to keep an eye on these guys, these bad boys, Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros retesting that 47 low, holding strong, long and strong right now. So we'll see down almost 50% year to date. Definitely offering opportunity here. Check out the WAP if you want to get more detailed breakdown on it. Starbucks, you know, I have these guys long term, and I drew this out the other day saying this is a potential bear flag forming, and boom, what does it do? It sells off. So maybe I should have sold my shares, didn't sell my shares. We're continuing to hold, collect that divvy. I like that we do have support showing on Starbucks right in this range here, around that $78. We'll see what it decides to do in this range. I'm okay collecting that dividend until now. Not worrying about it. It's okay. It says I can set a flash goal. So we'll set a flash goal, whatever that means. So we'll pin that. And then where should we buy crypto? Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm doing, Jay Young. I mean, Solana, for some reason I can't bring it up in here. Solana, I'm waiting to pick up some shares. But 190 was my target. So once I reload next week, if we're still below that, I'll start picking up some shares of Solana, which would be nice. Yeah, appreciate you hitting the thumbs up button. Thanks, guys. And then what's next here? What are we looking for? What stocks you want to see? Because the stock market finally showed some weakness today, which was excellent. SMH finally showing weakness. I love this. We finally got a pullback here. 346 down to 317. It just shows you really, the market keeps going up. Everybody's waiting for that sell off. We finally got it. 8% move down. Yeah, let me put the referral link in for you. I'm going to put the WAP. I put the WAP referral link above. I'll just pin that. And then I'll also put the Gemini one for you as well. Let me just move that here. Simple to use. Click on rewards. There you go. Here's the Gemini one. That's the referral one. I'm just on my YouTube live. They're asking for the referral link for Gemini Crypto, which I use. So I'm just posting that for him. And then I just want to post his. And then here's the WAP too, if you want to join that as well. Because we have a community investors in there. Everybody chats in there. Everybody's discussing the plays. So we got both referral links for you guys right there. Also, you know what stock really didn't die that much was Netflix. It's like recession proof. It's like bulletproof pretty much. I do day trade, the big G. I did not go short. I actually scooped up some long-term shares in my portfolio. I bought some more FSPGX, which is a growth fund. I added on that dip. I bought a little bit of Nike. I made $2,000 on Amazon. And what I did was I traded this 200. So I'll show you what I was looking at so you can see it. I was trading 219 back to 221. So I made 2K on that. And what I was looking for is I've been trading Amazon all week watching these dips just like this. And I knew, zooming in on it, that we were going to get a retest of this 220. So I bought this first candle, this big green candle coming up is where my entry was. I entered right in this candle and then sold up here, rejecting that 9 EMA. So I knew it was a red day. We were selling off, rejecting EMA, and then I bought up here and then rejected there. So that was a nice gain. I was happy with that. Let me see what else we got here. Any other stocks you guys bag holding? Did you guys buy anything? Will the market continue to crash? Guys, I'm trying not to be clickbait here. If you join my YouTube channel, you'll watch. This is not a stock market crash, guys. This is a buying opportunity. I want to just put things into perspective here. People are so afraid. Unless you're putting all your money in and buying at the top, this is not like a big, this isn't a big problem here. I mean, the SPY went from 673 down to 652. People say a crash. This is not a crash. You pull back here, that's a 4% pullback on an overall market. So when you look at it here, I mean, this is clear as day right here. 4% is not a big pullback. If you're trading individual stocks, that's where it gets a little scary, right? The overall index fund's only down 4%. You got this Amazon that pulled back 8%, so it's almost double. And then you have other cryptos that have pulled back like 15 to 20%, like Solana, ETH, and those. So Jaden Core, you can always just check out my YouTube channel. Just click on my bio. You can go to my YouTube channel and you can join the WAP too if you want. Just join my YouTube live stream. It's right here as well. You could just see it right there. My YouTube live stream, you'll be able to just click and join through there. Some stocks I was interested in was Target. I look at Target and I just really see another short position that could be potentially filled here. Target is rejecting this $87 per share right here. And then right here, boom. Let me see. I'm just reading your comments on TikTok. See, day trading, if you're new, you gotta be careful here. I just saw your thing. DVLT, we'll check that out. But if you're looking at just learning to invest in stuff and just join a community of traders, just join the WAP. It's a couple dollars a month. It's not that expensive. I just got started. I'm unsure what to buy. Well, that's if you're not sure what to buy and you're just starting off, then you really should just be doing index funds and ETFs until you get comfortable, because you don't want to be just buying penny stocks or any random stock. You really got to set a plan of action before you do that. So looking at this here, I don't know what this is. Data Vault AI. Interesting. Jay Young, I'm going to mention this in the YouTube channel. So DVLT, right now, this is pulling back right now. If you're going to play technicals on this, I don't even know anything about this company, so I'm just doing strict technical analysis here. I don't know if they have earnings or anything like that. It's interesting how they bounced off the 1.5 level, and that's kind of what I was about to point out. You got to see if 1.5 is going to hold. I mean, this is a big pullback. I mean, from the last day, it's down 50% from 310. It looks like the end of the move is happening here. We're on the backside here. Yeah, Jay Young, if you could just put in the, I appreciate you joining the TikTok. If you could just put the referral link that you have, just put it for them to check out. You know, just put the referral link for them to check it out. I don't do funded accounts, Big G. I really just I use my own money. I just day trade with cold hard cash that I've earned. I've never done a prop firm. I've just saved up my money and just went from there and started trading with that. I know that's not an opportunity for everybody. Not everybody can do that, but that's why I suggest, you know, definitely go small on it then if you're interested. I mean, I'm not sure how you would do that. Let me see if there's a way. Can I write in this thing? I'm not sure. Yeah, Jay Young, I appreciate you helping out with the TikTok. You gotta put the referral link in. I don't even know how to write a comment in the TikTok when I'm doing live, to be honest. So, but let's hit the big guys. Let's go over these guys. We went over Amazon already. We got this 210 bounce. We're gonna be looking to play that. If we can get a little lower before earnings, we are definitely interested. That would be excellent. I want to hit the Mag 7s. Let's hit Nvidia. That's our darling right here. This guy sold off 195 all the way to $179. It's a massive move for Nvidia. That's an 8% pullback, 8.5%. Looking at that here, that's a massive pullback. What I'm looking for is rejections now, and just hear me out. Just hear me out. Look at Nvidia, $183, rejection, right here. Yeah, you really got to join the WAP. This is like, we talk all the time, and we have plenty of members on here. They'll definitely vouch for me. This is actually always continuing to pass the knowledge. Jay Young, don't give too much knowledge. I got to join the WAP for all that fun stuff, right? So looking here, we got 183, 184, and we got that rejection right now coming at 183. I mean, you have multiple levels here of rejection points. Jay Young giving all the goodies away. No, I appreciate it. You can spread the knowledge. I don't mind. But the thing is, we want them to join because you can see the community is just really starting to grow now. We have 20 members, so it's just starting to grow real fast. Anyway, so SMH is your VanEck Semiconductor ETF, and it started to sell off, which is excellent. I'm going to show you on the 1 month chart. We're here. We sold off to 318. Really would like to see Nvidia reject here at this, because we have SMH at 326. So if we can get that rejection pushing down at 330 on SMH, that's what gives me the confidence with Nvidia, because Nvidia 183, 184 is really what we'll be looking for. Appreciate you guys hitting the like up. Thanks for hitting the heart on this. Appreciate that. So just looking at it there, I mean, we have opportunities for Nvidia. This could be finally we get the change where we get the short positions coming in and we can start moving lower and getting some good buying opportunities long term. And as long as you're buying quality companies and not garbage, it's going to help. Danny LP, did you short? What did you do? Send us some love on the TikTok. Did you short? Did you go long? What did you do? You're saying you're going to be rich. I want to see what a rich man does. What does a rich man do playing over here? He wants to hold for 8 months. Trevor Cutts wants to know what stocks to hold for the next 8 months. Ask Jay Young. I'm sure there's one stock he'll start selling you on. So Microsoft pulling back to that 515 level. Until we reclaim these levels, we got to push back up. We got to get back up to this 515, 517 and then push that. Tony saying a short Apple. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Apple and see if he's right. Apple stock pulled back from 260 all the way down to 239. Yeah, that's true. I feel like anytime there's any issues with US and China, it seems like Apple is like the golden child that everybody just talks about, and they just continue crushing it. This really does look like we have a bull-headed horn right here. Look at this. You got a horn right here. And then I'm making up my own saying, and you got another horn right here. But what does this look like? This looks like a double top rejection, doesn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a pullback to at least 235, 8% down. Just looking at that move right there. Would be interesting to see. We'll have to see how this goes. Tim Cook is about to bounce. $212 is your target. Now, where are you getting 212 from? Let's see. Let's just go out for all the newbies out here. This is Apple. We're looking at Apple stock. Apple stock, what do you want to do when you're buying a big cap like this long term? You want to buy them at the bottom of the channel, right? So I kind of like his target at 212. I'm going to lower it a little bit. I'm going to lower your target down to like 206. This man's buying calls. Don't buy calls yet. Let's see what the market does first. We got this pullback. We've been doing this constantly, right? That's the move. Now we're going to zoom in. I want to see pullbacks to this 200 flat area, Tony. 200 flat. That's what we're looking for here. 212, I'm not sure what I'm trying to see, looking specifically on Apple, where you're pulling this. And if you're going to do options, be careful. Make sure that your targets, you're not going to get killed by decay. So just be cautious of that. But this was the first big red day. And when you get this, it normally starts following because a little fear starts settling in the market. I mean, the VIX was high. But let's check out 233 first. And if you want to see Tony's 212, this is where you're looking. This is where Tony is saying 212. He's looking at this. He watches Trading Simplified. He's seeing multiple areas of rejection here. Look at this. I like his call out around 210 to 215. You have multiple marks right here. You had some support. Then boom, rejection, rejection, rejection again. This is all 215. Look at that. Rejection again, bless up. And then this is what he's looking for. Tony's probably got a few weeks if he's going to get that call out. Yeah, I mean, that's the name of the game when you're day trading. It's risky, you know. Calls in the S&P 500, I'd definitely be a little cautious. I wouldn't be doing it yet, but I definitely would be open to the idea. Yeah, good call on that. I like that. I think that's a solid play on that. If you get that play back, I mean, you're definitely going to have to be patient for 212 on Apple. Let's see if 230 breaks first. I want to bring up JetBlue. I know this is a company most people don't trade, but man, every time they break down to $4, we usually get a pop, like around this 3.8. I'll be interested in JetBlue if we get 3.8. And the WAP, what you get is, you know, let me just bring up the WAP so you can see. Let me do some advertising here and lose all my viewers. So let's see here. Let's bring up the checkout link on the store and see. Let me see. What's the best way to show this? I'm trying to see if I can actually just bring up the WAP. You know what I'll do? I have an idea. This would be a cool way to do it.